Imagine you're planning a weekend getaway. You've shortlisted two properties which are in the similar price bracket. One lets you see the property through standard photographs. The other one lets you virtually explore the property. How does the pool look like? How does the restaurant look like at night? It even lets you look at the different kind of suites it has before you even book the property. Which one would you trust more? Recently, I came across a property which had uploaded 7 360 photographs on their Google business profile. And in less than 1 month, it was able to generate more than 1000 plus views. Does that necessarily mean that it got more bookings? No, but it does reveal something hotels are completely overlooking. Today, I'll explain why 360 photographs are one of the most underutilized marketing assets available to hotels and why I think not every hotel should invest in it. Here's something many hoteliers don't realize. Your Google business page is just not any directory. For many travelers, it is the first impression they would have about your property. And here's the interesting part. Google allows almost anyone to upload photographs, images, videos to your hotel's listing. That does include your guests. Now imagine a guest uploads a 360 photograph of your premium suite. The room isn't prepared, luggage laying all around. The bed is not well made. Maybe there are some food containers on the table. Thousands of visitors may end up seeing your hotel through these 360 photographs uploaded by that guest on your Google Business profile before they even visit your website. You didn't create that first impression, someone else did that. Professional 360 photographs uploaded by you helps you take that control back. Instead of letting chance decide how your hotel will look like, you take that control back in your hand and define the first impression prospective guests will have when they are interacting with your hotel through the 360 virtual imagery. Why 360 photography matters? The first advantage is obvious. You showcase the property exactly how you want it to be seen. Every hotelier invests a lot of time and money designing their property. The lobby, the pool, the spa, the suites. Why leave the digital presentation of your resort to chance? The second advantage is immersion. A standard photographs lets you see a room. A 360 photograph lets the guest experience the room. They can look around, they can navigate from one place to the other as if they are virtually present in your property. It's like they can visualize themselves staying there. This emotional connection is extremely important during the booking journey. The third advantage goes beyond Google. With these 360 photographs, you can actually create a virtual 360 tour, embed it on your website, share it with your corporate clients, share it with the wedding planners who can see your banquet space remotely. They can show their clients as to why your resort is the perfect destination for their dream wedding. You can share the virtual tour, with travel experience sellers who would not need to visit your property physically. Thus, these can be utilized as great marketing tools across various different channels to showcase and highlight your property in the best way possible, all through these wonderful 360 imagery. Now, you might be thinking, guests can any which ways upload the photographs? Yes, absolutely they can. In fact, Google thrives on user generated content. There's really no way to stop that. And that's not really the point here. The objective is to ensure when guests discover your property, the property is shown in the best way possible. You set the benchmark. You shared the story which you want to share to the rest of the world rather than letting it be on chance. You are telling your property story before someone else does that. Does this actually work? Let's look at a concrete example. A weekend resort uploaded just 7 professionally captured 360 photographs. In under 1 month, these photographs accumulated more than 1,000 views. Let me be very clear. I am not at all saying all these views translated into bookings. That's rarely how marketing works. Think of it like your hotel website. Can a hotel survive without a good website? Of course it can. Many properties rely on repeat guests and referrals, but a well designed, well functioning website helps you get better interactions with first time visitors. 360 photographs play a similar role. When a traveler is comparing 5 hotels within the same budget, the property that creates the strongest digital experience often has the advantage. Because travelers just don't compare prices, they compare confidence. The easier you make it for someone to imagine staying at your hotel, the easier it becomes for them to choose you. Here's where my opinion differs from a lot of marketeers. Not all kinds of properties, resorts, hotels needs to invest in a 360 photography. If almost all your guests are repeat visitors, if your occupancy is driven primarily through relationship and referrals, then this probably shouldn't be your first marketing investment. There are likely better places to spend your budget. However, if your property depends on attracting new guests every single month, if travelers are constantly comparing your hotel against dozens of other competitors online, then your first impression matters immensely. And that's exactly where such high quality digital walkthrough can make a meaningful difference. Fortunately, creating 360 content has become much easier. You have 3 practical options. The first is a DIY route. Platforms like Ravir allows you to capture 360 photographs using just your smartphone. The second option is hiring a professional 360 photograph for a one-time shoot. And if you plan on updating your spaces regularly, investing in your own 360 camera can be worthwhile. Once the images are ready, uploading them to your Google business profile is pretty straightforward. We are entering a world where travelers don't just read about hotels. They want to experience the hotel digitally first before they make a purchase decision. Hotels that embrace this shift will always have an advantage. Those that don't may eventually find themselves competing against properties that create a much stronger first impression. If you found this video useful, consider subscribing. Every week, I try and break down various digital marketing strategies, AI visibility mechanisms, Google business profile optimizations, and the various different ways in which hoteliers can compete and stand out in this extremely competitive online marketplace. This is DB, your digital buddy, signing off. I will see you in the next one. Thank you. Take care.